Hi, my name is Daniel Strom, and I'm the founder of Elite Scholar Advising, or ESA. ESA is a global college admissions consulting firm that helps students around the world identify their passions, navigate the financial aid and scholarship process, and craft compelling applications that ultimately help them get admitted to their dream universities. So the problem I had with my business before working with Nick was, number one, I didn't know what I didn't know, and I needed a professional to help me identify those pain points. In addition to that, I felt like I was juggling virtually every single role on my own: marketing, operations, client management, and I needed a stronger structure. And I also wanted to grow my income, but I didn't want to sacrifice balance in my life. So initially, I wasn't looking for a business coach because it didn't cross my mind. I wasn't really aware of it as an expertise. But then a friend of mine who runs a business very similar to mine mentioned in passing that he worked with Nick, and Nick helped him create a roadmap that helped him identify and ultimately achieve goals. And I thought, that's something I could really benefit from. So I emailed Nick later that day, heard back from him almost instantly, and haven't looked back. So my experience working with Nick has been, I would say, transformative, both personally and professionally. I noticed that Nick is just an extremely altruistic person who is genuinely interested in the success of his clients. One example I can think of is at the very beginning of our time together, I had gotten a lead for a client that I was really hoping to sign, but because it was the beginning of my time working with Nick, I didn't really have a solid plan. I wasn't comfortable implementing his feedback in the real world yet. And so Nick graciously offered to meet with me an additional time at no charge to come up with this plan, and ultimately I was able to sign this client, so it all worked out. Another example I can think of is I was looking to expand my company's reach beyond China and the US. And Nick mentioned he had a former colleague who was living in Dubai and had opened up her own charter school. So Nick graciously connected me with her, and not only did we speak over Zoom, she actually invited me to speak on campus to her students in Dubai. So not only was it my first time visiting Dubai, I also got to make a really valuable professional contact. So to someone who is considering hiring a business coach, I would say absolutely do it. Not only is it important to have somebody keeping you accountable, but it's important to have somebody share with you what you don't know, because we don't know what we don't know. And that's where Nick's expertise comes in. His perspective and ability to find blind spots is really unrivaled. And I felt that Nick's advice was never generic. It was always tailored to my specific goals, my personal strengths, my vision for success. And looking back, I would say the investment has paid for itself multiple times over. So my champagne moment was to reach a level of income that would allow me to buy an apartment comfortably in New York. Now, we all know New York real estate is not cheap, so this goal initially felt very far away, but after working with Nick and implementing his advice, I met with my financial advisor who confirmed that this goal was perfectly within reach. So thank you, Nick.